Good deal, boy. Sorry about that. Didn't get it on film, but I had to help Dawson. That's an old turkey, Dawson. All right, Dawson. Got you your first bird.
Yeah.
What happened?
We were about to get out of the blind, and it came out like 70 yards down the path. It kept coming to the decoy. It turned away, and when it turned away, it told me to shoot, and I shot at 40 yards.
Smoked him.
Tell us about this morning. What happened this morning, first light?
We had two hens come in. One came 10 feet away, and then one followed it a few yards off.
We came in yesterday and scouted, and they were gobbling in this block of woods right behind us. They were roosted in there. So we came back about 9, 10 o'clock, middle of the morning, and set up the blind on this field and went ahead and put the decoys in it so everything would be ready. We got here this morning at we were in the blind by 5:30, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it was dark.
A good 15 minutes before legal shooting time.
Because we knew they were roosted back in here behind us and we didn't want to spook them, so we got in here real early, got set up. It was cold. It was frost this morning. And it's what's today? 7th of April?
Yep. Youth Day.
And so we got set up. It was cold. We sat there in the cold and freezing, and turkeys started gobbling on the roost over here to the side of us and hit the ground, and they pretty well shut up after they hit the ground. They had hens with them. There was one back this way that was gobbling, and they just wouldn't. They're so used to the hens coming to them this time of year that whether they have hens or not, they're real reluctant to come to the call. Like this bird back here behind us now, but in front of us while we were in the blind, I don't think he had hens with him. But as he was gobbling, I think these two hens come up behind us, saw the big boss, checked him out, wasn't too interested, and so they went to the turkey that was gobbling, and then he shut up. And it wasn't, after that bird shut up, it wasn't 20 minutes later. We hear right behind the blind, we hear, I told Stephen, I said, there's a turkey drumming behind us. And then Stephen could hear it, and I pointed out to Dawson. He was within 30 yards of the blind.
Oh yeah, but he didn't want to.
He wouldn't come out in the field, and we couldn't figure out why. And usually when the turkey's strutting and he sees the big boss, they just fold up and come right in.
And so we were thinking about leaving because we all had to use the bathroom pretty bad. And then we actually...
But this turkey snuck in. We heard him drumming behind us. And we hear him sneaking around.
And we actually undid all the flaps behind us, looked behind us, made all sorts of noise, took all the bullets out of the shells, had the gun on the outside of the blind, and I see this Tom 70 yards away from the blind.
Steps out on the field right over here.
And so here's Dawson grabbing the gun, putting it inside the blind. I'm loading it. Garrett's like, we're going to shoot this joker. Starting to call to it. And we waited at least 15 minutes.
It probably 10, 15 minutes.
15
Felt
minutes.
like about 4 hours.
Forever, because every step. And then eventually it came here, and
he would come in and go into half strut and drum, and then fold back down and go to feeding. Like he didn't want to aggress too much.
No, he was subordinate.
He was a little worried. I think he got whooped in a fight in the past few days.
Yeah, and so he came in and eventually would step closer, and eventually kind of gave up on aggressing against this bird and turned away. And that time Dawson was very smart. He'd stop moving, but he'd get his
told
thing on
Dawson,
him.
the turkey was coming. As long as he was coming, I was going to let him come until he got up to the decoys, which we had Dawson set up with a pair of shooting sticks right at the decoys. And when he got to about 45 yards, he turned and started walking away. And I told Dawson, I said, can you get around on him? And he said, yeah. I said, all right, if his head's up, don't move. And he was kind of feeding along, and Dawson started moving, and I guess a chair creaked or something, and the turkey stuck his head up. Dawson froze and sat there halfway around.
Instinctive.
And then as soon as the turkey put his head down, he swung around, turkey put his head back up, and he let him have it. I know I didn't get it on film because I was focusing on Dawson, but
what a beautiful animal.
Maybe later this year we'll come back and get another one on film, get the whole deal.
Yeah,
what do you think? First turkey?
Yeah, take your kids hunting. If you're watching this, take kids hunting, man. This is Youth Day. We've had them fishing, we've had them scouting, we've had them hunting in the woods.
Went striper fishing yesterday.
He'll never forget this moment for the rest of his life, and it's something that they'll cherish. And so, Garrett, we appreciate you calling us.
Yeah, no problem. I love it. I love it. Was it worth it, Dawson?
Oh yeah.
Because your butt was hurting a little bit, wasn't it? A little bit sore.
All right.